All right, so in the last video, I showed you how you can make a single phone call using Zapier. Now, on this one, let's take a look at how you can add context to a list, also using Zapier and leveraging our webhooks. So let's create a new Zap here. Let's rename it to Nedzo AI, add context to a list. Again, as for the trigger, you can use anything, so let's not worry about that. Let's go straight for the action. Here, let's search for webhooks. Let's use a custom request this time. Okay. And now, as for the method, you want to select post. Why? Because we want to add context to a list and not get context from a list. URL, go to your Nedzo account, click on your profile picture, go to integrations, webhooks, and this is where you'll find the URL. Just simply copy it, go back to Zapier and paste it. Keep data pass-through the same. Now, as for data, what you want to do is open curly bracket. What we're going to do, it's called JSON, okay? Again, the fields that you need that are required is first name, last name, email, phone, and then organization ID and list ID. So let's go for them. So first name, always remember to keep it within quotation marks. Okay. Now, last name, email, phone, data. Let's open another curly brackets. Now let's call this organization and list. Okay, so hopefully everything is correct. If it isn't, we will get an error at the end and then we can fix it. Now, as for the first name, again, depending on the trigger, you can use dynamic data. Now, just for demonstration purposes, I will just hard code it just to show you the functionality, okay? So let's call it John Wick. Email John Wick gmail.com. Phone number. Always remember to add the country code. So if you're using a trigger, make sure that you're using what's called the raw format or international format. 20. Now, organization. Where will you get the ID from? Well, again, here. Integrations, webhooks, scroll down, and you'll see organization ID. This is unique to each workspace. Paste it. List, same thing. Actually, what I'm going to do is go to contacts just to make sure that everything is working. I will create a new list. So Zapier list. There we go. It's empty, right? If I go to integrations now, there we go. Zapier list. Copy it and paste. Now let's see if everything is correct. One last thing, make sure that you have here content type. So you let the system know what type of content it is. Here, application JSON. It looks okay. But sometimes we can make some mistakes with JSON. It's super easy to forget a comma. Let's test it. Success. Now let's check if it actually worked. Let's go to contacts. Zapier list, one contact. There we go, John Wick. So this is how easy it is to add context to a list. And of course, you can use for the trigger anything, and now you can keep adding more steps like Slack notifications, emails, text messages, you name it. And one last thing is if you want to add like additional fields like business name, job title, address, city, you can. Just make sure that you map them accordingly. Okay. If you have any questions, let us know. I'll catch you on the next one where I'm going to cover how you can remove contacts from a campaign.